like?
Yeah, I thought the first half, the game plan was executed excellently. The players put themselves in positions to create a lot of opportunities, and I was really proud of that. I was proud of the defensive effort in the first half. I thought in the second half we didn't start well enough. I think the guys will be the first to say that when we get back in the locker room. But on the night, I think it shows, 6 goals, 6 different goal scorers, the different threats that we have. I'm really proud of how guys came into the game and did their jobs and performed well from a mentality standpoint. And we talk a ton about, and I know I've said it before, for me, that 0 is just as important as the 6, and I'm really proud of that.
You mentioned the game plan in the first half. What were you guys trying to do? What did work?
Yeah, I think we were certainly trying to unbalance the opponent by making sure that our wingbacks and our guys higher up the field were working off of one another. I thought the technical quality was really good there. And then again, in the second half, I just thought, it was a little bit too complacent. My hope is that when we watch the tape back, the guys feel the same, because I want to make sure that we're putting an entire 90 minutes together.
I mean, whether it's the 6 goals for or the 0 against, this is not a bottom of the league sort of team that you did this against. I mean, what can you say maybe about the talent that you have here this season and the way you all have been able to do this, not just to them, but to a few other teams as well?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is we have a group of guys that are bought into one another. The culture has been fantastic. This is a group that genuinely cares about one another, that wants each other to do well when their number is not called. And then when their number is called, they come in and they do the job. So, it's a close group. And I think you can see that on the field, and that's something that we need to continue, and something that I think we worked really hard on and we're proud of.
3 of the goal scorers, it was Adrian, Aiden, and then Tola at the end of the game. Their first club goals, newcomers this year. What does that really speak to when you look at how much you had to bring in this offseason and how well they fit?
Yeah, I thought Aiden did an excellent job. He came off the field with a little bit of an ankle knock, but then Jansen comes in and does an excellent job when he comes in, right? And that's what you hope for when you build a roster the way that we have. When you look at Tola, this is a kid that has been working incredibly hard on his finishing. This is a kid that has been a good teammate in the times that he hasn't been in the 18. And tonight, you'll probably see my biggest celebration was when he scored, because I know how hard he works. And then when you look at Sam, this is a kid that is a team first guy. He comes in, he does an excellent job from a defensive standpoint. He works hard, and how unselfish he was to square the ball to Tola there. Again, talk about a tight knit group. And then you add T into the mix, who comes in at center back and does a really good job for us. So I think the biggest thing for me, and I say it over and over again after these type of games, is 0 complacency and making sure that we get better in the areas we need to get better.
There were 2 moments defensively that stuck out, at least to me. I think it's 20th minute. Wes is tracking back, and he blocks the shot that maybe their best opportunity tonight.
Yeah.
And when Damien comes off his line, Wes gets back again. Some of the individual efforts defensively, can you speak to that just a little bit tonight?
I was really proud of Wes tonight. I was really proud of his performance. This is somebody that in preseason had an excellent preseason, and some of the decisions that I made were out of his control. And to step up tonight the way that he did in his start, he has a lot to be proud of. And again, I thought it was a group effort. I thought everybody supported one another, backed one another, and you ultimately come out with the score that we did today.
Not all these goals were like on the first attempt. It seemed like you had a lot of rebounding chances, and guys were really going after second balls. And a lot of this seems to start with Jake on this. His ability with the left foot. Yeah. I don't know if he prefers his left foot or if he's actually right-footed, but his level of service that he's given him.
Yeah, one of the things that stood out before we brought him here was his service. I thought he had a fantastic game tonight. His service is difficult to read, and the more we can get that out of him, the better that we're going to be. And I thought tonight on both sides of the ball, he was fantastic.
And then just finally, we had almost 11,000 people here tonight, almost 300 dogs. I don't know if that's something you guys noticed, but you talked a lot at the beginning of the season about making this a place that teams don't want to come to, and an environment where now I think 5-0 across your competition, something like a plus 13, 14 goal differential. It seems like you're doing that.
Yeah, this is a collective place. I mean, when this place is rocking the way that it is, I've said it before, it's it energizes our group. It puts us in a position where we get that extra effort from the players because of the feeling and the atmosphere in the stadium. And it was, again, another incredible night. I could feel the energy. I saw the wave going on. I saw the lights going. And I can't stress enough, it really energizes the group. And we talk about that in the locker room, bro. about making sure we're giving the fans something to be proud of and something to be energized about. And I go back to, it was collective from everybody in this community and the players.